What is up? Dynamite, 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 dynamite. What is up, fams? You are looking live at your boy. Happy Friday. It is your main man, dark skinned and not offended, clean shaven, no misbehaving. Dark Vader's only son and Count Chocula's favorite nephew. He is I and I is him. It's your main man accounting time. Yes, I am running a little late, but I will get to the job. That's what happens when you home 2 days in a row and you ain't been getting up and about. So I went to bed early and stayed in late, which everybody loves that. But then Saturday and Sunday, woo, the grind is real. 9 o'clock, well, 9:30. I gotta be at work at 9:30 both days, Saturday and Sunday. So I didn't get paid till after 11. Oh, let me fix this because this is moving around way too much for my taste. I didn't get paid till after 11 and I was already asleep. I set my alarm. I got up at 10. I ain't see no money. I did another little take at 10:45. Didn't see no money. So I went to bed, looked at my account this morning. I got paid at 11:15 from both jobs. So we gotta do the Don't Mess Up the Count, the podcast. We gotta do that tonight for sure. Reason why we gotta do that tonight is because all the numbers came through. The checks, the payment on my credit card. Now I got the $100 left over. So it take 2 days for my money to post. As long as I pay it before 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the day I get paid, which is Wednesdays, then I could go ahead and knock that off. I can knock that off today. So I'm gonna make the last payment for the $100.76. I'm gonna make that final payment today, probably once I get off work or something like that. But then I still got the emails from me making both payments. Thank you all for checking in. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you for the love and the thumbs up. Your boy appreciate it, because you have better things to do and you here with me, and that is awesome. So everything popped in. So my other credit card that I have to pay through my bank and not through a debit card, it take 2 days to post. So I paid it on Wednesday. Once I find out I didn't have to work at Hungry Howie's, and that's cool. So I got 2 days from home to relax. That all depends on what Dark Vader, only son, Count Chocula's favorite nephew. Which one? Because I got a lot of names. you know, Blackface. I used to be called that. Walking Oil. I got a lot of names like that when I was called growing up. So if we got the same name, I need to know which name you're talking about. Darkness, Shadow, and I ain't even talking about the hedgehog on Sonic. I was called Shadow long before the character Shadow was made. So you gotta distinguish which name you're talking about that we have alike. Now, both of our name is Tom. I get that. I approve that. Thumbs up for all the Toms and Thomases and Tommies in the world. We love you. We all the same. you know. But all the numbers hit late last night after 11:30. I saw that my money posted to my credit card. The $795 I put towards it, that posted. I was happy about that. The checks posted from both jobs came through at 11:15. I was happy about that. So now I'm gonna make the last payment on that credit card, that's $1,000 limit. Okay. I'm about to say, you still didn't say which name. But if it's Thomas, cool. What's up, Thomas? Happy Friday to you, brother. um, so now I'm gonna make the last payment, and then I'll show you all the receipts tonight that I made the payment on Wednesday, and I made the other payment. I'm gonna make that payment today. So we gonna knock that out. Once we get those off, so what's today? Friday? Saturday is a banking day. I think that payment won't post till Monday. Then my first credit card, that's 500, it will report to the credit reports on the 13th. And then the other one is on the 16th. So it don't matter if it's on a Sunday or a Monday. The credit bureau is going to be open and they're going to report. Why? You still buy cars on Saturdays and Sundays. People still buy boats on Saturdays and Sundays. And this stupid glare that's still behind me will be here Saturday and Sundays. No. But Saturday and Sunday, I'll be going a different direction, so the glare won't be about nothing. But this is huge for your boy, because then I know my credit score is probably going to go up probably 80 points just for filling up those two cards from basically zero or below the credit amount because I had the interest payments to back fully paid for 100% full balance at my disposal. That is huge. And I'm not talking about as that one preacher was talking about Obama was a Mac dad and he started off his campaign on two big old tits. That is huge. We talking huge. It's huge for your boy because it helps out. And we could go ahead and start getting that credit repair going to go after the other debts, and then the ones that failed to meet the requirements after 30 days, they got to be taken off by law. And then the rest of them, if they do respond, pay them and get them off the books. I know there's a way you got to pay them, a certain kind of way you got to pay them. And then also you want to keep the receipt when you paid them, because the last thing you need is a new debt collector that bought the debt from them when you paid the debt, and then they calling your ass, and then they're reporting it on your credit card. I mean, on your credit report. You don't want that. Screw that. Give them hell. Because three things you should check every day: your bank account, your credit report, and your investments. Look at all three every day. You look at your crypto, you look at your stocks, you look at your bank accounts, you look at your credit report. Because you don't want shit to just pop up and screw you over. Especially if you thinking about, one, buying a home, two, buying a business, or three, getting a loan for something that you could take care of right quick. Because that's one of my thoughts on getting this Leaf battery. You know, I may take out a loan to get the Leaf battery so I don't have to wait until September. But I do want to have half of the money that I'm going to be asking for saved. So, once you get your credit score in the 700s, any bank will give you a loan. John Hope Bryan says it all the time. Go at midnight and ask for a credit and ask for a loan, and it's and you got a 700 credit score. I wait till my shit 710, 720, not 675, not 680, 720. Because Credit Karma and then FICO, what they got, those are two different things. Credit Karma will give you an estimate. FICO will give you the real deal, what your credit report is. So I'm thinking about doing that. It's a thought. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because if I got half of the money or more than half and I get a loan and I get the battery that I want and I get the battery installed and now I can use the car every day, Then I can get a bank a little bit of sprinkle to make their money. I make 2 regular payments on time, and then wham, knock that shit off and be done with it. And then the bank's like, oh shit. Oh, he got good credit report and he paid off the loan and he let us get a little bit of money. So if I did 3 payments in a row or 4 payments and then paid off the rest, guess what happens when I ask for a home loan? I already got a history. I got let's say they gave me 50 grand. They give me 50 grand and I buy a battery and the battery is like 13. I make 2, 3 payments and then I turn around and pay the rest off. Then the bank's gonna be like, hey, we like this guy. Let's show him some love, and let's give him some more money. Hell, I can use that to buy my business. I get my laundromat off that. At least my coin car wash. And then when I get paid, put my money into the business and go ahead and get better change machines and everything else. Get better pressure washers on my stalls because I want the do-it-yourself coin car wash. And then we make it do what it do. I don't want the machine one, but I would like to have one that has the machine already in it with the do-it-yourself stalls. That's the one I kind of like because I know the one in the machine, people ain't gonna want to sit out there and spray and get the broom and all that other shit and scrub on their car as it's hot as hell here in Florida. Some people may not want to do that. Sorry about the glare, guys, but the glare is gonna be a glare. I don't even know what to do with the shit. Even if I turn the phone this way, it's not gonna help. But I'll do anything to make sure you guys get to see my black ass in 4K. Well, it's hard to miss, but you'd be surprised when people always tell me, oh, I didn't even see you. Oh, I get that a lot. Don't worry about that. I get that a lot. But the discipline is there. So now that the money has come through and now some of the chips has fallen where they may, now I can show you, hey, this is what my account had. This payment posted to this. So now this account is lower and not higher, but that account is higher and not lower. You can see where the money is going. And this is the great way how to budget. And then you stay on point. You keep working your 3 jobs. You make your money. Next check is going to be higher. I got 2.5 hours of OT. So guess what? Your boy is going to be righteous. So those 2.5 hours, woo, that's going to be a lot of money, and I'm going to be grateful for that. Because if the company trusts me and let me do my job and be like, hey, I trust you to stay because I know you're getting the job done. And we got the payment and stuff done early yesterday, like early. Like we were done and send approvals off at 10 o'clock in the morning. The bosses love that. You stay late to get the process done today early in the morning. See, as long as you want to stay late and you willing to stay late, they'll show you the dedication. Now, I might have to adjust my schedule at Hungry Howie's and be like, hey, I know this may be a chance a day that I may be late. If you could, let me get Wednesday and Thursdays off. And if I get Wednesdays and Thursdays off, that's a gift. I can take that, work late on Wednesdays, and I'm already off on Thursdays naturally. I can take care of all my other stuff, and then we're good. Why everybody merges so horribly in this day and age? So my water and your boy is down. When I started working 3 jobs, which was a month ago, I was 256. Now I'm 244. I weighed myself this morning after my shower. Woo. Yeah, I'm going to be pissing like a racehorse today. I can already see that. Let me turn this way a little bit. There you go. So you can see your boy without the sun glare. But yeah, I told you I'm gonna lose weight just by working. I ain't even got to get to the gym yet. The gym will be the icing on top. You got to get the fat off first and get the water weight off. That's already been proven. When you work a lot, you're not eating a lot. And if you're not eating a lot, guess what you're not doing? Gaining weight. So everything is working out for sure. Yep. What's up, four? And this is an awesome thing that I can go ahead, do my savings, do my budgeting, get everything all lined up, ducks in a row. We're good. And then also, I want to make payments on my cell phone bill. Since it still got a credit, let's extend that credit. Let's throw 107 on there. Boom. There you go. Or I could throw 107. Then next week, I could pay on my AirPods that I bought, which are still wonderful. The AirPod 3 Pros are freaking awesome. They are so awesome. Now I got to test them with my wife and have her put one in one ear, and she talks to me in Spanish and I talk to her in English and see how the translation works. So that's one thing we got to try. And I haven't tried that yet. So that'd be awesome. Because then when I'm having a conversation with my sister-in-law who speaks Spanish but very little English, we can have a conversation and then we can talk. Then she can hear me what I'm saying and she could be like, oh, okay, cool. All right. All right, cuñado. I see you. And that's brother-in-law in Spanish for those who didn't know. And that's something I learned as being married in the Spanish family. So we're all good. Yeah, this glare is horrific. There we go. That's about as much as I can get out of the glare from the sun. But thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. You know, your boy, that makes me hella happy on that point. But yep, it's back to the office. It's back driving again with your friend. We got to do a don't mess up the count today. Oh boy, that glare is horrible. We got to do one today. We're going to do one tonight after I get off work. And then once I do that, get my shower, get in the bed, get ready to get up in the morning. And we go to Domino's and knock it out for 2 days. And then we go to Hungry Howie's on the weekend and knock it out for 2 days. And then we'll be right back on the grind. I mean, it's just, hey, simple as that. It's workaholic schedules. And the discipline is there because I already done this before. I done this before in my late 20s. I worked 3 jobs and I had all 3 for 3 years. One paid every week and 2 of them paid every 2 weeks, and they both paid in alternative weeks. So when I got paid from one job, I didn't get paid from the other. But the one job that I had that paid every week, that was combined with either or job when I got paid. So it was always I got paid twice every week. So that was cool. But that's what got me to Florida. I saved my money, paid my debts, bought 2 cars. I had one shipped and I put one on the back of the U-Haul truck and I drove it myself. And I drove 16 hours and I got to the Florida Georgia Welcome Center and I parked in the parking lot and slept. That was on July 3rd. And when I woke up, it was the 4th of July and I was in Tampa 3 hours later. And then I've been here ever since. So, but this time the playing field is different. You might have to relocate and make something work. So Texas will always be in the works or in the talks. Oh, that's the visitors parking. I can't park there. Nope, I'm not a visitor. I am not a visitor. Whoop, we got a parking space down here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Yes. So your boy is in here like last year. I made it to work in one piece. Capiche? All right, let's turn this off. Full tank of gas as always. I never can let my gas get to E or even close to half. Ooh, that shit look beautiful. Full tanker. Always keep it over full. And when it goes under that full needle, that means I need to put $20 to get me back over full. Even though gas is high, I ain't paying them prices. No, sirree, Bob. No. But thank you guys for checking in on the ride along. Happy Friday. All right. Wealth of Health Life. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Yes, that's what I mean. All right. OG Kicks. Thank you for checking in. And what is this one? Nayside. Thank you for checking in. Your boy is here at work. I made it in one piece. I walk in at 8:15, which it is right now, and I'll be out of here by 4:45 or 4:30. If the boss don't kick us out, we'll probably get out of here at 4 or 4:30. That's what I'm thinking. But y'all have a great day. Be safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings. As always, like your boy, get your money and bounce. I will see y'all tonight. Don't mess up the count, the podcast. We will do these numbers real time. I may make some payments while I'm at work, so I could do this pretty quick, but definitely break it down in detail on why I did it. So, and then after that, then I got to take a shower and get my ass in the bed because I got to be up at the crack of dawn Saturday and Sunday morning this weekend. So I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace.